Welcome to Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. After a pretty difficult weekend to be an Evertonian this weekend, we've had some positive news from a French football source reporting. It was Get French Football News. The news came via Twitter through the source TF1, saying that French midfielder Adrien Rabiot's entourage is in active discussions with Everton and Manchester United. His contract with PSG expires this summer, so he will be a free transfer. There's been Everton dipping into the free transfer market already. Obviously, Jonas Lössl is looking to come to Everton, and there were reports of a potential sweep for Danny Welbeck, which wasn't warmly welcomed by Everton fans. But Rabiot's arrival has been slightly more warmly welcomed. I fully doubt it myself. This was a player who, apparently, according to the Guardian in January, had agreed to join Barcelona in the summer. And that was all agreed according to the Guardian and several other sources, to be honest. But it seems Barca have cooled their interest. I think they're looking for a long-term replacement for Sergio Busquets at the moment, and it looked like Rabiot might be able to do that job. But they've obviously gone in for Frenkie de Jong instead, and it looks like they've cooled their interest in Adrien Rabiot. So I'd expect him to go to another side with at least Champions League football, but it doesn't look like he will. He's been linked with several clubs, obviously Manchester United, Everton, and Real Betis as well. But we put a poll out there anyway to let ask you what you thought about Adrien Rabiot. And would you take him at Everton? We had 2,431 votes. 88% said yes, and only 12% said no. So it's generally quite a positive response for Adrien Rabiot at Everton. Even though I fully doubt it myself, and I think it's one of those where Everton's name's being thrown in the hat. Just to increase interest in the player, because he does have to move on this summer. Relations between him and PSG have soured since these reports of his interest in Barcelona, because he was quite public about his desire to move away from PSG early on last year. So I think I'm not sure about this one, to be honest, but we put another tweet out there asking your thoughts on this one as well. So I'll read a few of them out as well from Twitter. Toffee Target says massive coup if brands could pull this off. Big upgrade over Gomez as well. Obviously that's a big statement, considering how much everyone loves Andre Gomez and how much you want to pull that one off this summer. But if we were to get Rabiot, I do think he's a better player, but I can't see it happening, to be honest. Jason Conlon says he's the type of player we should be looking at. Whether we get him is another matter entirely. Yeah, I completely agree with that, to be honest. Jishan says players just use Everton as leverage on their contracts. Completely agree with that. That's why we're going to be fed a lot of these rumours this summer, and we have already, obviously, and a lot of them don't end up coming off. I've seen agents in the past use Everton's name just to generate interest in their players, and it's obviously it's out for us being able to. We're the ones who have to pick the truth from all the pile of lies that get thrown at every transfer window. But Lee Violet says he won't pick us. Obviously, quite pessimistic about Rabiot coming to Everton. Obviously, he's got other options. I'd imagine he'd have other options if Barcelona were interested, and I'd look like they signed a pre-contract agreement at the very least. So I can see other clubs being interested, definitely, but I don't see much in this one, to be honest. There's a lot of other thoughts, but Stephen MCP Brogar says he's better than anything in our squad in terms of ability, bar Sigurdsson. He's better than Gomez and apparently 30 mil cheaper. Yeah, if we can get him on a free, then that would be brilliant, but it would be a massive coup, as a lot of Evertonians have said. Lee at Aries 1878 says, we realise we have zero chance of getting him, just a thought. Yeah, it does seem pretty pessimistic among Everton fans. It seems like they share my view in the terms of he's a very good player, but I can't see him coming to Everton, really. And it's just one of those where Everton's name gets thrown in the mix to fuel transfer rumours. Adam L 1999 says, so basically we have no chances if his agent is his ma. Apparently, yeah, yeah. And Ryan Williams said he fired his mother, actually. There was a bit of a controversy over that, and I think that's what messed him up at PSG, and potentially messed up his transfer to Barcelona, to be honest. There was a lot of controversy over his agent and how it was handled. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a messy one, to be honest, and I don't think he'll be coming to Everton, but let us know if you'd like him at Everton and whether you do think it'll happen. I'm sceptical about this one, but maybe other people might not be, so let us know your thoughts in the comments. Obviously we're going to get rumours chucked at us all summer, and whether this will be one of the realistic ones, I'm not so sure myself. I'd give it a 2 out of 5. And even that's probably optimistic, to be honest. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments, and hope you liked the video, and make sure you subscribe to Toffee Blues and join us all summer for all these transfer rumours that will be coming in. We'll be the first ones to report them to you. And thanks very much for watching, and join us next time on the Toffee Blues.